Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be covering a indie game that I think honestly could take over the Battlefield fan base. The reason why I say that is because, as you guys know, Battlefield 2042 didn't do so well this year, and it has dropped below every other Battlefield game to ever be made in concurrent players, and also it's just widely considered to be one of the worst games to have ever released. And because of this, a lot of other companies have a foothold to get into the Battlefield area. And I think Battle Bit Remastered, which is the game that I'm covering today, it has the potential to do that, to do just that. Before we get into today's video, I just want to say that according to YouTube, only 1% of you guys are subscribed. So if you'd like to help out the channel a lot, go down below, hit that subscribe button. It's free. And you can always unsubscribe later if you do enjoy the content I make on this channel. I do gaming and Discord related content every Monday and Friday. The first thing I want to talk about is the art style and the graphics, which honestly Battle Bit Remastered's art style I really like. It's a low poly game, and now a lot of you might think that that would make the game kind of a childish game, but it actually plays really well. And in my opinion, the art style actually complements the game, especially destruction wise. Destruction looks really cool in the low poly art style, and the graphics are pretty decent for a game around this time. I mean, it's not Battlefield level graphics, but they do the job. But that's not where the game is revolutionary, in my opinion. The way the game's revolutionary is in its destruction. The amount of destruction that you can do to a level on Battle Bit Remastered is insane. You can tear down entire buildings. Every character has access to a sledgehammer, which basically allows them to just breach walls and breach floors, and it allows you to open up angles to enemy squads or the entire enemy team. For example, you can open up a hole in a wall in a building and set up with a sniper rifle and just start sniping the enemy team from the hole that you made in the wall. The game is incredibly fun because of the destruction. I feel like the destruction is the main selling point for Battle Bit Remastered, and Battle Bit Remastered does this absolutely incredibly well. Okay, now I'm going to talk about the gunplay. I actually think that the guns in this game play really well. There's a ton of variety of weapons in this game, and there's also a ton of different attachments and ways to customize these weapons. You unlock attachments in this game by just earning kills. You earn a certain amount of kills, you'll unlock a new attachment for that gun, and over time you'll start earning more and more attachments the more and more you use the gun. And there's a lot of attachments in the game for pretty much every gun in the game, and there's a lot of guns as well. Battle Bit Remastered feels really good and has way more guns than Battlefield 2042, and it's actually really enjoyable. There's also the typical class system from Battlefield in Battle Bit Remastered. So you have your support class, your recon class, your assault class, then you have your squad leader class, which is basically the same thing as a squad leader in Battlefield, and then you have your medic class. Other than that, it's basically the same thing as Battlefield, I'm gonna be honest. The class system feels exactly the same. You get to choose your primary, your secondary. You also have some secondary gadgets as well, but it's not anything like specialist gadgets. It's just like secondary gadgets. For example, you can choose what type of rocket launcher you bring, or whether or not you have a sledgehammer or something else. It just allows you to customize your class a little bit more. But yeah, in my opinion, I actually really like the class system in this game, and there's a lot of customization for weapons in this game. Also, the guns just feel amazing in game. Sniping in this game is really fun to me. I don't know what it is, but this game sniping is super satisfying and really fun. Also, pretty much every other gun in the game is really fun and enjoyable. The reload animations are really good for an indie game, because you have to keep in mind that this game was not developed by a AAA team. This game was developed by an indie dev team, and I'll be linking the game on Steam down below in the description, and the Discord server, so you guys can find out when the next tests are, because this game is actually in early access. If you guys don't know, they're currently doing early access closed playtests, which the way you get involved in them is you just go to the Steam page on the date of a closed beta playtest, and they'll allow you to download the game for free. This game will be releasing at $15. That's going to be the price of this game when it comes out. But as of right now, they're not releasing it. They're wanting to make for sure everything works well. and they're trying to do a lot of playtests to implement new features so that way the game can come out polished, which is a really good decision in my opinion. But the game is going to be releasing at $15. If you buy it on Patreon right now on their Patreon page, you can get it for $10, and you also get access to more playtests because they do more playtests with people on Patreon that are completely separate from people who are just normal players. And the next playtest will be on April 8th. So if you guys want to get involved with the playtests for Battle Bit Remastered, you can go down below, join their Discord server, and they'll post an announcement in their channel when it goes live. At the time of recording, that is exactly a month away. I'm recording this video on March 8th, but the next playtest will be about a month away from the time that you're watching this video, most likely. But I would definitely recommend you guys checking this out if you're any sort of Battlefield fan, or if this just looks interesting to you, because there's a ton of replayability with this game. The one thing I will say about this game that I think is falling behind is the vehicles. The vehicles in this game are not great. Their balance isn't amazing. And also, I just don't enjoy using them. I think the vehicles feel very clunky, and I don't enjoy any maps with vehicles, which is why the most popular game mode in Battle Bit Remastered is Soldier Conquest, because there's different types of game modes in Battle Bit Remastered. There's not just normal conquest like there is in Battlefield. There's also a player-only conquest, and this game has a ton of players on the battlefield. Currently, there is a player count cap of 254 players in a server at the same time, which is insane. There is a ton of players, and it works well. It's not like Battlefield 2042 where the servers just feel dead and empty. The game feels insane. The amount of stuff going on, there's constant explosions, blowing up, buildings blowing up, buildings falling down, literally collapsing in front of you, people getting shot, killed. There's people sniping across the buildings on top of you. There's vehicles driving around, blowing each other up. It really does feel exactly like Battlefield, but on a way bigger scale. And I actually think that the balance for this type of player count cap is there with Battle Bit Remastered, unlike Battlefield 2042. And I truly do believe that this game is really impressive for the type of devs that have been making this game. This game is an indie game, and for this game to be an indie game, to have that much support is insane. Another problem with Battle Bit Remastered is currently in the beta, at least when I played. There's a lot of server issues. There's a lot of bugs with multiplayer where, like, you could bug out of the map, for example, or sometimes when you load into the server, it just won't load you in. There was also, during the playtest, they had to close the servers a couple times because the anti-cheat wasn't working properly, and it was causing people to get frozen in place and have to restart their games. But this is all totally expected for a game to be in closed beta. It's not like the game's fully released, and that's exactly why they are wanting to continue to do playtests and not release the game, because they have a lot of problems with the game and a lot of things that they want to iron out before the game comes out. But even in its current state, it's really fun. There is some bugs and there is some issues from the playtest that I've played, but it's a really fun game. Okay, that's pretty much all that I really have to say on the matter. I wanted to keep this video kind of short so you guys could, get to the point, and you guys can figure out whether or not this game is worth looking at. I'll have a link to the Patreon of Battle Bit Remastered, the Steam page for Battle Bit Remastered, and their Discord server all down in the description if you want to go check any of those out. I would recommend joining the Discord server if you're planning on doing any of these playtests, because in the Discord server they will do an announcement to everyone that they're doing a playtest, and you can go and download it off of Steam when those playtests are live. But yeah, see you guys in the next one. Peace out.
You see here, kid? You gotta just go for it. Don't think about what